Hello and welcome. My name is DW and this is my little slice of the internet I like to call Dub's Beauty Diary. Today we have something new for my channel. This is something started over on Instagram by Cat Pan's Makeup, and it is called Rate and Rotate Project Pan. So essentially you just rate all of the products you've tried and then tell a little bit about them, like a speed review, and move on to other products to get to know your collection more. So this project pan is not about panning. This is about knowing your preferences and knowing your collection more. So the rules she has in place for this project, they're soft rules. She doesn't really care however you do it, but number one, enjoy yourself. Don't hate pan. Don't do something you don't want to do. Don't use something you don't want to use, etc. Number two, use item enough to form an opinion. So like say I've got this palette here and I only used one shade out of it this month, so maybe I'll keep this again for next month to form a better opinion. Sorry if you can hear Suvi, she's in her bouncer next to me, so I will just put a little picture here of her being cute as hell. But yeah, so then after you use the item enough to form an opinion, then you rate out of 10 and review. So like if this is your end all be all, it'd be a 10. If you have some negative things to say about it, could be a 7, could be a 2. But like my goal is, if anything's less than a 5, like why is it in my collection? If I have so many things that are fantastic and that I love, why is a 5 average in my collection, right? So I'm going to use this as like a decluttering chopping block type of situation, and also so we will see how this goes. So rate out of 10 and review. Be sure to talk about color, formula, performance, best application method, winning color combos, product mixing, product that plays well with others, etc. And then the final step is rotate through your collection. Enough said. So I have a bunch of products in front of me that I've tried out this month, or that I've used this month, and we're going to go through each of them. We're going to start with how I do my makeup, go through each of them, and then we will rate the palettes that I've used in January. We're going to rate them. So like not only am I going to rate them for this, but we're going to rank them amongst each other as well. So long intro, I'm sorry. Okay, I have 2 primers that I use this month. I've got the Milani Brightside Illuminating Primer, and I got this per Megan's Makeup Musings recommendation. It's a glowy primer. And then I've got the Revolution Color Correct and Fix Primer. So this is a green primer, and I've had this in my collection for a long time. Okay, so for the Milani one, I like the formula. It is glowing. I like the way it works with the foundations I've used it with. I like the way it sits on my skin. It doesn't clog my pores. I would repurchase this. I don't have any negative things to say. It doesn't really fill my pores though. So that I do like a pore filling primer. Anyway, so I would rate this, let's do 8 out of 10 for the Milani. 8 out of 10. Then with this color corrector, it does correct my redness. I'm not wearing it today. Not wearing any face makeup today. Apparently she needed to eat, so she is currently sucking it down right now on my lap, so bear with the noises. Oh, my sweet angel. Okay, I think she's good now. Okay, so the Revolution color corrector, it does get rid of my redness, but it makes my foundation funny, so I won't repurchase this one when I'm done with it. Kind of smells funny too. I'd give this probably a 6 out of 10. Yeah, then we have the Rare Beauty foundation. This is really light for me. I have it in 110N. It is very light for me. I don't know what shade I would be. I have a terrible time matching foundation shades, but this was decluttered to me from Amy Melissa. So, I like the way it feels. It's a little bit gritty, so it's liquid when you put it on, but then it feels like powder because I use my hands to rub in my foundation. It feels like powder when you're rubbing it in. It's very interesting. And it's full coverage. I like that. I think if I had a better shade, it would be better. And maybe if I tried it with a different concealer or a different, I've only tried this with the primer. So I think this could be a lot better. But for right now, I'm going to rate it a 7 out of 10. If that changes as I use it with other products, I will be sure to update next month or whatever. e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is empty. This was in the shade 1 Fair, and this was too dark for me, so I would get the one lower than this now that they make that or whatever. e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I use this as a foundation. Very glowy. Love that. I would repurchase this. Honestly, the only thing I didn't like about this was the shade color, so 9 out of 10. If I had the right shade, I love this. Okay, then let's go to bronzer. The bronzer I have is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Into Sun 01. Trying to do everything one-handed here. And I love this. Perfect shade for me. It's light, buildable. The powder is perfect. The coverage is great. And it's a good tone. I got this per Kelly Gooch's recommendation, and I love it. I would rate this, I wouldn't say it's a holy grail just because I haven't tried a lot of bronzers, but I would say 9 out of 10. I really like this. Okay, blush. I've got 4 blush to talk about. Yeah, 4 blush to talk about. I've got the e.l.f. Duo in White Peach. I've only tried the blush side yet. I haven't tried the highlighting side. Great tone. It's similar to the shade of eyeshadow I have on today. Powdery, so that means it's buildable, and I really like that. I love these little e.l.f. duos. I think they're fantastic. This is great for that peachy look, peachy blush. I really like this. I like the shade. I like everything about this. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 for this e.l.f. Duo in White Peach. Then we have the Fenty Cream in Drama Class. This is the purple one. I love this. I love it. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's cream. I don't like cream products because they go bad so fast, but I like the tone of purple. I like purple. I like that it blends out. It's buildable. I like this. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the Fenty Cream Drama Class. I think this one is discontinued though. Then for highlights, I have a lot of products this month. For highlights, I've got the Whoa! I did not drop that on the baby. I caught it. I got the Moonchild Glow Kit from ABH. I've used every shade this month. My favorites are Pink Heart and Lucky Clover. I've been going more into the purple horse shade because I have Cleona UV on my wish list, and that kind of looks similar. This is my favorite highlighting palette. I love this. My oldest thing, 9 out of 10. Love this. Then we've got the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder in Catwalk. Here's what it looks like. It's like a pink and with a gold reflect. I have it on my inner corners today. It's kind of dark in here now, but yeah, I love this as a highlight. I love the formula. I love the smell. It smells like coconuts. Coconuts and sunscreen. I love it on the eyes. I love it on the cheeks. I apply it with a brush. I love this shade. 9 out of 10. I love this. 9 out of 10. Then we've got the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara in Blondie Brows. And I like this for a little bit of definition. I don't have it in today. But I would not repurchase this. It's very wet, and it doesn't do any hold on my brows. It just tints them ever so slightly, unless you use it inappropriately and then it just globs everywhere. So I'm gonna say 5 out of 10 on this. I don't love it. ABH Brow Definer Triangular Brow Pencil. So it has the triangle shape. It's quite a bit thicker than a normal brow pencil, and I don't like this shape. This one is in medium brown. I like the shade. That's what it's in my brows today. I like the shade. It has a spoolie on the end. Don't like the shape. 6 out of 10. Just because of the shape. I like these otherwise, so interesting. Okay. 2 eye primers. ABH eye primer. My favorite. It doesn't crease. It's tinted to get rid of the coloration of my eyelids, the blueness. Lasts forever. A little expensive. Works with every formula I've ever tried. This was a repurchase. Let's see. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 just because it is a little expensive. Then we have 2 liners. So this is the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner in black. And this is so dark. I have it on right now. It doesn't wash off very easily. It is a little bit stiff. I like the retractableness. I'm going to say 7 out of 10 on this. And then we've got the the Ulta Beauty Cat Eye Liner Stamp. And I use this pretty frequently. I'd say I just wish that there was a felt tip on the other end to fill it in, because I have hooded eyes. So, but it is pretty black. It's lasted a long time. No bleeding. 7 out of 10 for this. I have 3 mascaras. We've got the Heimish Long Lash in Volume. This is very wet, even after it's been open for a couple months. It's very thin when you put it on. It's lightweight. Wouldn't repurchase this. Do 5 out of 10. I don't really notice anything with my lashes except for that they're blacker. Then we got the Rare Beauty in black. This is black mascara. Okay, this has, maybe I should show you the ones. I know, it's hard to do it one-handed. Okay, here's the Heimish wand. It is fiber bristles, but very wet. And here is the Rare Beauty one. There's a little hourglass shape, but these fiber bristles are shorter, and they're so they clump your lashes a little bit, and they make them thicker, and so volume but no length. But I do like this for a second coat or whatever. So 7 out of 10. And then the Ilia mascara. This was Limitless Lash Mascara. It's an empty. I might repurchase a full size after I go through my mascara backups. But this is a silicone brush, and it has like a little comb on one side and then thicker on the other. I really like this. It coated my lashes. It made them longer. It volume. This paired with the Rare Beauty was like a great match. I would rate this 8 out of 10. Let's do, I only use one setting spray this time, Mixie Glow Mist, a very bright, brightening, great smell, makes my makeup last, glow, gives you a glow, but not like a sweaty look, just like a glow look. I like the mister. This was decluttered to me from Amy Melissa, so I don't know how much it costs, but I would buy this again. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. And then I've got the Jeffree Star lavender setting powder. This is very brightening. There's a lot in here. Fine. It makes my face feel nice afterwards. So like it's not sticky from all of the creams. Wouldn't repurchase this just because of the brand, but I would say 7 out of 10. Yeah, I've never tried a lavender powder before, so it's interesting. But yeah, it makes your skin a little brighter, and it tones down my blush sometimes. So there's that. Used, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 lip products this month. This is a Blistex chapstick in Mango. I will not repurchase this. This is an empty. It is very like waxy on my lips. It did not hydrate. It just made things sticky. I didn't like that. Then another nourishing product is this Hemp's, 2 out of 10. Hemp's Yuza and Starfruit Daily Herbal Lip Balm with SPF 15. This is just a little one. I don't like these squeezy tubes. It does moisturize my lips. It's very thick and nourishing. 4 out of 10. Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer Conditioning Lip Treatment. This is what I'm currently using next to my bed on my nightstand. Hate these squeezy tubes. This is kind of gritty and it tastes weird. 3 out of 10. I hate these. We've got 2 of these Diamond Crushers from Lime Crime. This white one is in pink pearl. So like you would think this is like a blue duochrome type of situation, but it is very pink, and that throws me off. I do like it as a topper. I like this formula, but I don't love the shade. So I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 for that. And the other one is in Summer, and it's a pink one. I'm wearing it today. I like this one a lot more. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. The other thing I'm wearing today is this Pat McGrath Venus in Furs Matte Trance Lipstick. I love the way this applies. It's very matte and creamy. I like the shade. I can swatch it here. This is in my lip service project. It, yeah, I don't like the way it wears off though, so I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. And we have this Beauty for Certain shade in number 50. This is a matte metallic lipstick. I got this from Amy Melissa as well. Red metallic right here. It stays on. I don't love the shade. I like that it's a mini. 6 out of 10. Nothing great. Then we have this ZC XO3, and this is also in my lip service project. This is creamy, and it's like a lip stain kind of. I love this. 8 out of 10. It would be a lot higher if it was in a different shade, not red. And the last one I have to rate for you today is this Twilight ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil in Team Edward, which I am not. I am Team Jacob. But this is like a blue sparkle. My favorite lip oil formula. The color's fine. It just adds a little pigment, not much. The sparkle doesn't transfer or stay on your lips or anything weird. I mean, it's in the gloss, but it wears away with the gloss. I'll say 8 out of 10. The only thing we have left are eyeshadow palettes and singles. So let's go through the singles first. Okay, first we have this Glitterly Obsessed from ColourPop Animal Crossing Billionaire. It's just gold glitters. I like this formula. I like the gold glitter. It's nothing spectacular. Removes fine. 7 out of 10. Same with this one, the Glitterly Obsessed in your eyes. Actually, I'm gonna rate this one 8 out of 10 because this is a smaller one, so I could probably go through it better. So I'm gonna do 8 out of 10. This one's like an iridescent white. It's got a lot of flips to it. 8 out of 10 on that one. Then we have the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. Favorite eyeshadow of all time. I'm actually wearing it on my lid today. 10 out of 10. Then we've got the 3 Juvias. This is from the Culture collection. We have Fula, Kente, and Ankara. So Fula is this blue, purple, iridescent. Here is what it looks like. It is just freaking phenomenal. I love this. I just use the wand on my lid, and it is just stunning. I've used it on the lower lash. I've used it on the inner corner. I've used it on the lid. I love this, and I love the shade. It's just so beautiful. Every time I wear it, I can't stop staring at my eyes whenever I pass a mirror or if I'm like filming. It's just absolutely stunning. The only thing I don't like is these types of formula tend to go bad faster. These are still good, and I've had them for quite a while, so I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 for this one. Then we have Ankara. This one's the green gold duochrome, and none of these crease on me either, and I really like that. So that is that one. This one is a little bit thin, so you do have to use 2 coats of it. The color is fine. You can't really see the shift all that well with this one. 6 out of 10 for the Ankara shade. And then the last one I did have the other one too, but I decluttered it because it was very similar to this one. It was more pink than red, but other than that, it was the same. So this one is Kente, and this is like a red orange flip. And the same with the last one, it does need a little building up. But here is one coat. I like this one a little bit more than the last one, but not nearly as much as the first one. 7 out of 10. And then the last thing I have is my palettes. Okay, I use 9 palettes this month, and in 9th place we have the Star Wars collaboration with Pat McGrath. This is called Divine Droid. This is a 5-pan. I only used this gold shade on the end, or this green gold over here called Astro Lime on the end there. I thought it was going to be like opaque. It's not. It was good for an inner corner, but that was about it. So I haven't used this enough to actually rate it in itself, but I do know that it is in last place this month until at least I try the other shades. Next, in 8th place, we have the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar. This is my Dude You Panned My Battleship palette with Andy from Makeup in the Mundane. But this is what it looks like. No pans yet, but that's okay. All of the shades, even the brown ones on the top row, the neutral ones, this is very difficult to do with one hand. The neutral shades in the top row lean red. The 2 purples in the bottom next to each other, the burgundy and the eggplant, those look the same on the eye, along with the one right here, fresh meat. Those 3 look the same on the eye. And then there's not a lot of shimmers. There's only 4 shimmers. The white is a good white. They're all kind of chalky though, all the shades, which I don't mind. I would rate this 5 out of 5. I don't like reds. I don't like a red color story, but I love the root canal shade and the, I don't know, 5 out of 10, and 8th place for January. In 7th place, we have the notorious Natasha Denona Mini Zendo. I have only used the, did I get that all over my chin? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, this is what it is. The Natasha Denona Mini Zendo. I've only used the last shade, which is Undercovered. The one I'm trying to hit pan on. I like it as a blush. I like it. It's in my crease right now. It's a decent shade, just not one I'm gravitating towards. So, it's 7th place. In 6th place, we have the Twilight ColourPop collection. I love the packaging. I love the collab. I love the shades. They're very pretty. I only have done 1 look with this, and I've only used 4 shades, the blues. So the second shade, this one right here, the blue under the second shade, and then the blue on the bottom right under this one. Unconditionally, Immortal, The Cullens, and Irrevocably. And Unconditionally was nothing on my eye. Irrevocably was hard to blend. The other 2 were great. Immortal was very glittery. The Cullens was fine. So I need to use this more to get a better rating on it, but in January's palette roundup, it is in 6th place. Okay, so for number 5, I have the Glamlight Creeps and Crawls Scooby-Doo palette. This is in my Project Level Up, level 1. I've used all the shades once. I don't know which shade I'm going to continue to use, but I I like the color story of this palette. I do not love the palette. Everything is way darker than it looks in the pan. Like, it's very unassuming, but like, look at, they all have that black base to them. So I haven't used this enough to rate it, but it is going as number 5 in my lineup today. For number 4, I have this Copacetic Quad in Celestial Flame. This was a Panda Replay collaboration, and I love the color story. This is my Pan That palette for currently fun size Pan That palette. So all of the shades, all the mattes are very powdery, so they're easy to blend out, and I like that. This duochrome shade is a green to pink, so it goes perfectly with those other shades. Yeah, it's very sparkly. I love this shade, but I don't know my complete thoughts to rank this yet. But number 4 in my palette ranking. Number 3 in my palette ranking is the Jungle Book 1987, I believe, 1967 Beauty Bay palette. This is a matte 6 pan. I used all the greens on the bottom row in a look, and I really like the way that turned out. I've used the 2 purples on the top, not the middle one, but the plum and the periwinkles. I really liked that. Oh, I didn't use the plum. I only used the periwinkle, and I used it twice to like blend out. I really liked it. So I like these mattes. I'm rating it a 3 out of 8 here with my palette rankings, but I haven't used it enough to rank it overall. In number 2 spot, we have the Adept Inspired palette. If you haven't seen my palette bingo and my recreation palette bingos, I suggest you check those videos out, because I use this palette to do like 15 or 16 looks. I love this palette, those shimmers. Okay, the only thing I don't like is this blue one right by my finger here stains my eyes. The green on closest to you now in the middle row, Nelson Ravitch, is very flaky and has a lot of fallout. And the mint shade on the bottom, Hannibal Bates, is very, it blends out into almost nothing. You have to really pack it on. But other than that, I love this palette. Warren Patel and Isabel Rochev, which are these 2, the pink above this mustard color, the pink and the blue next to each other. Those 2 are my favorite shades in this palette. I can rate this one. I will rate it a 7 out of 10, just because of the things I mentioned, and the price was a little steep, but yeah, I like it. It didn't crease on me. There's a little bit of fallout, but that doesn't bother me. So number 2 of the month. And number 1 of the month is my favorite palette of all time, so anytime I use this, it'll probably be number 1, but it is Urban Decay Stone Vibes. I freaking love this palette. It is so stunning. I only used Opal Aura, this one right here, this month, and I used it 1 time, but this palette is the greatest of all time. My favorite shade is the one next to it, Tiger's Eye, this one right here. I have a pan in that bone color, Good Karma. The only thing I don't like about this palette is I don't think there's anything I don't like about this palette. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Stone Vibes. Maybe the packaging, it's kind of hard to store, and it's discontinued. That I don't like. So that is palette number 1 and a 10 out of 10. that is everything. So with that being said, we will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.